Hello, good morning. Day 6. Not sure why I'm going like this, but day 6. Day 6. Day 6. Tired, coldy. Tired, coldy. Dropped off children, was like, I can't talk to any parent. I can't talk to anyone, can't talk to any teachers, can't talk to anyone, just need to come home and go to bed. So yeah, in bed today. The sound you can hear is a rabbit. I'll show you the rabbit. Rabbit. Yeah, really cute, but he's digging. Digging a burrow. He's looking at himself. His name's Ralph. Ralph, our rabbit. Didn't have any soreness in the night last night, which is good. But did have a nice energy session this morning. Did have a nice energy session in my meditation. And then, woke up thinking about belief. Yeah, thinking about belief. Because it's interesting, I've read books about DNA editing, and I've read books about viruses, and I've read books about lots of things. Generally just snippets and things, whatever it is that I need to read, that I need the information. I've intuited information. I've written notebooks upon notebooks about the Philosopher's Stone and what comes next, and feeling like I have received knowledge, as in knowledge from such a range of different sources relating to, I watch movies and all so much receiving of information. And I realized that somewhat the next stage, so you could go, the problem is I don't believe. The problem is, I don't know why I burp on these things. Maybe it's part of the process, as in, you know how people burp when they're processing information and stuff. Maybe it's part of that. Anyway, received so much information, so there's a whole lot of knowledge there, right? I've got, as I said, notebooks upon notebooks. But it's interesting. When we're looking to up level, when we're looking to move to another, a better version of ourselves, whatever it is, we model ourselves on someone else. So I've seen this for us, or for people in this day and age. I've seen this girl or this mum or whatever on, sun's quite bright, isn't it? On Instagram. I love Instagram. Or Facebook or whatever. I've seen this, or a mum at school, for example, or a family member, whatever. I've seen someone else and the way that someone else is doing things, and I want to be that. I want to be like that. And so we model ourselves on that person. What I'm moving into, i.e., my ultimate potentials, is not something that can be modeled off. I can't get that from somewhere. This is me making up shit as I go along. Making up shit. This is me being my ultimate potentials and having no idea how to do that. And so I realised that I got to a stage, I realised just recently that I got to a stage whereby I don't feel that the next step is possible. That it is impossible. Because in this current day and age, you can't just turn your eyes purple. We'll keep on that. For example, like, sure, you can put contacts in and whatever, but internally, I can't just choose to turn my eyes purple and go, I'm choosing my eyes to be purple, I'm choosing, and then I open my eyes and they're purple. Like, that's impossible. And so even though I have the information, even though I've received bits and pieces from many different sources, even though I've received that information from internally, even though I've received it from my intuition many times, it still feels impossible because I don't have the belief in it, right? And because there's that, but how? How am I going to do, even though I know the how, even though, like, I have the knowledge of the how, even though the information is there, I don't have the belief that it's actually possible. And so therefore my actions are not aligned with the belief because I don't believe that it's possible. Recently I went through, as I was saying in a different video, sorry, rabbit scratching again. I went through one of those like free Facebook things, and upon which, right, I am going to do my own one of those, a free, like, when people, are interested in my shit, I'm going to do a free Facebook thing, and I'm not going to ask for anything in return. It's just going to be a free Facebook thing, maybe a week. Free Facebook thing. And not ask for anything in return. Not it be a funnel for a hard sell for a $1,000 program. No, it's just going to be fully transparent. This is information. Anyway, that's a whole other story. So going through this one, I realized the things that were stopping me from moving to the next, from being the next, being my ultimate potential. And so it's ultimate potential in all facets of life, right? Being my ultimate potential in relation to a good friend, what a good friend, like an ultimate friend, ultimate being an ultimate friend, having ultimate friends, being an ultimate wife, having an ultimate relationship with my husband, having an ultimate experience, life with my kids, being an ultimate vessel. And even in that, I mean, like literally every single part of your life that you can think of is an ultimate version of that. And interestingly, we go, okay, well, here I am, here's one version, move to another version. I'm going to be an ultimate version of everything within my whole life. There'll be an ultimate version of everything, all parts of it. But it's more like there'll be ultimate choices as to what those are. So today I might have a parent-teacher interview at school, and I might decide for that interview, this is the potential that I want to be. As in, like, I might want to have maybe green eyes. And on that, it's not how would one look and behave within a parent-teacher interview, what would be expected of one. It's what do I want to be? What am I choosing to be in that parent-teacher interview? I might have blonde hair with purple tips. This is just, what's coming out. It's not like I've not sat here and thought about it. I might choose to be extra tall. I don't know, with a handbag. I normally bring a handbag, but I don't know. It's a handbag over this arm. And I might choose to wear a dress. And like a sort of maybe a loose fitting dress. But I will be extra tall with red lipstick and blonde hair, long blonde hair with purple tips on the bottom and green eyes. And that's what I'm choosing to look like for this parent-teacher interview. I might be seeing my best friend afterwards, and I might choose to tap into a completely different potential. I might choose to be in a vastly different potential. And that's something that I will be able to do. That's something we will all be able to do. Like, this will be like breathing. We would just be able to choose what potential we would like to be in each moment. It's just taking that leap and pioneering this, which is difficult because it's impossible at the moment. Now let's just check on the rabbit, because I think the rabbit is eating things he's not meant to. Aren't you? He's so silly. So silly. So silly. Hey? Just leave that there. He eats the side of the bed or chews the side of the bed. So leave it. Choose the side of the bed. And I don't want him to chew it anymore. It's difficult. And I know, as I've said, I've got the wisdom there, both from external places and internal places. They're like linked, it's all the things, it's just the belief. It's just the belief. And so last week it was like, just believe that the new is possible. So I don't have to believe that my eyes are going to be purple when I wake up in the morning. I don't have to believe that I'm going to be able to change my appearance like with a click of my fingers. All I have to believe is that the new is possible, and to welcome in the new, and to continuously welcome in the new. Welcome. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to believe in. And it will occur. Whatever's meant to happen from there is meant to happen from there. This pioneering thing is really hard. I watched Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone yesterday with the kids, and I watched it before, and then I remember thinking, but where's the Philosopher's Stone bit? Because the Philosopher's Stone has been big for me for the last couple of years, from now on. From the last couple of years on, maybe, yeah, on. Yeah, and then I sort of was looking, I kept watching the movie, and I was like, is that it? There's no new information about the Philosopher's Stone. It's just stuff you can get on Google. This is crap. So I was like, I'm gonna chat GPT it and see what new information I can receive. Because a friend of mine uses it for astrology. And so I was like, dang it, I'm gonna use it for Philosopher's Stone stuff. And yeah, I guess it kind of refreshed my memory with a few things. But ultimately, and you know, the 4 stages of alchemy and stuff. And I feel like for me, the 4 stages are, you know, exploring who we are within the light, which we have done as a species, as a soul. We've had that experience, tick. Because that was our last experience when we were a soul floating around Earth, not able to be of the Earth, but just kind of floating around the Earth, experiencing love and light. That was it. Like, simple. Everything was love, everything was light. I mean, we were light, we're energy, you know, beings floating around. Love, light, and energy. Like, that's the extent of what we were, of our experience. Next experience, I mean, and then that changed. And density, shame, the horsemen, upon which I knew nothing about. Like the Philosopher's Stone. I feel like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone had been out for such a long time before I even dipped my toe in. Had any remote understanding of what this Philosopher's Stone thing was about. But yeah, and then I was guided to the horsemen, the 4 horsemen, and that of, you know, bringing of the energy of greed and famine, and I don't know what else, forget the other ones. Death, death, disease. These were not things that we had in that first experience, in the love, light, and energy, but they were the energy typical of this experience. Because you think about it, right? If we're just going about in love and light, we're not exploring anything, or we're exploring that and that's it. Because when you're in love, you don't want to actively move anywhere from that. You just want to stay in that all the time. So we needed to experience the other side of the coin. We've done love and light. next, as a universal, group of people, as a soul. We've done the first one. Second one, this current one, density, shame, death, virus. Virus is a good thing, but we don't see it as a good thing yet. This is the current experience, and it's hard. It's really hard. And the reason we have things like shame is so that we feel shame, right? And then we move as far away from it as we possibly can, because it feels really uncomfortable, to put it nicely. I feel extreme shame in the shape of my body, and therefore just going back to scratching again, and therefore I will get a personal trainer, I will start eating healthy, I will go to a gym, I will get friends, I will do every single thing in my power to get as far away from shame as I possibly can. So in that, we're experiencing something else, like something vastly different that we wouldn't experience if we didn't have shame. You hear a lot of millionaires, etc., billionaires these days, rich people who have led, like in their childhood, they've led a life that is full of lack, and they felt shame about that life. They felt shame that their mother was a single parent, and they might not say they feel shame that their mother was a single parent, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you know what I mean. People feel shame for this experience that they're having, and so therefore they go, I will never have that again. Like, I never want to have this. I never want to experience this again. I feel that much shame about it. Therefore, I will do all this stuff, have this extreme experience in making as much money as quickly as they can. Breathing. Colds, right? And without shame, people wouldn't experience stuff. People wouldn't explore the experience. They'd just be sitting in love, because love's fun. So that's what this experience is about, is exploring the darkness. Exploring the darkness. That is phase 2 of alchemy. Phase 2 of the Philosopher's Stone. Phase 3 is the phase that we're working towards, is the next phase, is bringing the light and the dark together, is bringing it all together. And it's like making a cake, So you add flour, sure, you add other ingredients, but it's like adding flour and eggs to a cake. You don't end up with like an eggy, floury mix. It creates something vastly different than those two ingredients, And so that's what we're doing. We're on, especially, you're still probably on phase 2. And that's okay, that's where you're meant to be. I am entering phase 3, which is the combination, like the integration of both of those parts, bringing them together to create something vastly different. Phase 4 is immortality, elixir of life, anti-aging, all that excitingness. Phase 3 at the moment. I am. That's exciting to know that I'm in phase 3. Not just that I'm coming into stage 3. I'm in stage 3. Exciting. Maybe it's one of those, because I'm aware of it, it's a thing. Belief. Belief in the new. I don't need to know what that is specifically. I don't need to know how that is. I just need to believe in the new. The energy of the new. It's that, not that simple. But that's it. That's it.